Hello all. Hello Vino, Anush Kumar, Karthik, Gracie. Uh, Hello, can you listen my voice? Okay. So first of all, I'm telling you about myself a little bit. Then we will start our class. Okay. So my name is Upasana. I'm teaching sociology optional from the last 5 or 6 years. There are so many students who went to the UPSC mains interview with this sociology optional, okay, with my notes only. And with this class, I will say one thing: if you want to study the Ridger, Harlumbus, or Yojana for paper second and newspaper, then you can. But my notes are well sufficient. Okay, so let me start. Hello, Pinky. Good evening, all. Okay, so I start this class from.
When you can start, this is Anuj. Let's go.
Yes. Hello, Anusa.
Hi.
Hi.
So welcome all. Technology optional, and I
Yes.
really apologize for delay because we were
Yes.
finalizing good faculty. So we have brought Upasana Sarin, very, and the faculty could not start the class. So now it is finally starting. It's and very jolly kind of picture. So enjoy the classes and feel free to open the mic and ask the doubts. So also please correct it.
Yes, you all are welcome if you have any doubt. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so let me start. So first of all, sociology optional. Okay. So the thing is, guys, for every novice student, every beginner, I hope you all are going to appear for 2025 for 2026, right? Okay, great. So I will tell you first that what to keep in mind, what is the syllabus, what the books one can refer for the holistic study and to enhance their contextual knowledge. Okay. And the first thing is what you need to remember for starting before starting this optional. Okay. So first thing is syllabus. Everybody must have the copy of syllabus. I will let you know what is the syllabus in a brief in a 5 or 10 minutes. Then what are the question come in previous 10 or 15 years. Then I will tell you everything. Okay. The first thing is syllabus must be carried by everyone, the copy of syllabus. Second thing is 99% of syllabus coverage is important. 99% syllabus coverage is very important. There is no chance to leave anything, no chance. Okay. Third thing is you can refer class notes plus standard books. Class notes plus standard books. Already I have make everything in the class notes, but if you want, you can refer the standard books. And what are the standard books? First is Harlumbus. There are the two books of Harlumbus. The one is orange and second is blue one. Okay. You have to refer the blue one. I will tell you the some number of pages that is important for your exam point of view. That is the good content in the book that I will tell you in the blue book of Harlumbus. Okay. Orange book is like it's a detailed study, but you don't need. Okay. Second thing is the student might have the question, would they refer IGNOU notes or not? Everybody says BA, MA, IGNOU notes are sufficient. But I will say IGNOU notes are only for the beginning and just to learn the easy concept of sociology. But you cannot clear the paper only with the IGNOU notes. Okay. So IGNOU notes, yes, BA, MA you can take, but you cannot only rely with these notes. Okay. Second is Ridger, George Ridger. Ridger is fantastic book for sociological thinkers. Okay, so the standard books are IGNOU BAMA. You can refer for the basic and easy understanding of the concepts. Second is hard numbers. Hard numbers only blue book. Okay, blue book. And the third is Ridger. Okay. Fourth thing, when I will tell you any topic, any chapter, after the chapter, one must need to write the answers. Answer writing is essential part in the optional paper. If you forget the answer, then there is no use of study. I am bluntly clear with this point. Answer writing is very, very much important. Okay, for answer writing, one need to take the 10 to 15 previous years paper. 10 to 15 previous year papers are well sufficient. Okay, you can make n number of question of the topic. For example, if I explain modernity, you take the modernity question from 2013 to 2023, 10 years paper. You see there is a wide number of question and various dynamicity of the question is there. Okay, that will be make you a clear understanding of the topic. Fifth thing is, after this, you must have to carry the copy of syllabus, must have to carry the previous year question paper. Okay, and the standard book. My class notes are well sufficient, but if anybody wants more, then you can refer the standard books. Okay, now the next thing is, fifth is how we have to use the sociology answer writing or the sociology content and contest, which is very important. While you are writing the answer, first of all, content is important. Content plus clear understanding. Content plus clear understanding is important. For example, if you did not understand any topic, please don't mug up the things and vomit in the paper. Don't. It is not used in the UPSC paper. Yes, in BAMA you can clear you will get the graduation degree, but in UPSC it is null. There is no use. Okay, so clear understanding of topic is very important. Content is important, plus contest. I am very much focusing on the contest part, because many people are writing the answer, many people, but the contest is very important because they are writing what they know. But one should write the answers what the question asks. Okay, so you must have to focus on contest part, content part, and the clear understanding of every topic with 99% coverage of the syllabus. I will say 100% coverage, but at least 99% coverage is very essential. Okay, now the next is for paper first. See, I am in the online class. I'm saying bluntly, for paper first, my notes are much more than sufficient. You will not get any question out of my notes in paper first. Okay, you see and check the previous year papers, last 10, 15, 20, 25 years, you will get the answer. Okay, for paper second, I will not say my notes are sufficient. I will only say the static part will be covered by me, but the contemporary section, which is contemporary issues, which mentions in PIB or Yojana, Kurukshetra, or sociological editorials, that I will tell you the some important topics that you can cover from the standard things, or I will let you know that this thing will be covered in a contemporary sections. Okay, so paper second I will cover the static part. For paper second I will cover the static part, and I will not say whatever in the paper second I am teaching that you will see in the question paper and that you will see in the exam. No, because second paper is completely contemporary, completely dynamic. Yes, I am 100% confident in the paper first, because in the paper first it belongs to the Western sociology. It is Western sociology. Western sociology means whatever the Western sociologists give their perspective in a, I will tell you the syllabus, then you will understand, okay? But the paper second is Indian sociology, okay? So in Indian sociology paper, the contemporary context is very important. So I will not say yes, whatever I am teaching, that will come into the paper second. Yes, the static part will be covered by me, but the contemporary part will be covered by the other section like Yojana, Kurukshetra, PIB, the Hindu newspaper, etc. Okay. And one more thing, this paper second will helps you in Indian society GS paper first. Indian society, you I think you have covered the communalism topic, huh? Secularism topic, Indian model of secularism, Western model of secularism, communalism, urbanization, huh? And French Revolution, Industrial Revolution. This topic you have already covered in the GS paper. Agriculture, agricultural economy, industrial economy, है so that will be covered in the paper second itself. So your GS paper, Indian society, plus some social issue in GS paper 2, economic section, and some ethical issues that also covered in paper second. Okay, so congratulations with this sociology optional. You will get benefit in the GS paper as well as contemporary, as well as your optional is covered. Okay, so these three things are covered in this optional. Okay, so now the next is syllabus. Syllabus. So next thing is syllabus. First, I am telling you about paper first only. So first we will cover the paper first, then we will paper second. Okay, so in the paper first, the first thing, please you can write along with me. Okay, if there is any doubt at any point, you can just ask the question to me. Okay, so the first chapter is sociology. You can write along with me. Sociology, the discipline. Sociology, the discipline. Okay, the first chapter is sociology, the discipline. I'm telling you what we will learn in this chapter and what are the standard books of particular topic. Okay, so sociology, the discipline, in this topic we will understand what is the modernity, what is the modernity, and how the sociology emerged in Europe. What is the need? The society was in the dark age, then how Renaissance period emerged. And Renaissance was the beginning of emergence of sociology. Okay, then sociology and comparison of sociology with the other social sciences subject. Why not history, polity, psychology, anthropology? These subjects are well sufficient to understand the society. No, these other social science subjects are okay. They tells the relevance of the things of their particular subject, but yes, sociology have something different. So sociologists argued that sociology is needed in the society to understand the society, to understand the social institution context. Okay, second is we understand sociology and common sense. Okay, so this particular chapter, this chapter will take around some 5 or 6 classes. In this chapter we will learn industrial revolution, French revolution, that will cover the GS paper first. Okay, history section. So sociology, the discipline, it comes around 20 to 25 marks in your paper, and the standard books is TB Bottomore. TB Bottomore, 18 pages. 18 pages of TB Bottomores are well sufficient for coverage of this topic, but I will cover everything. Okay, apart from my coverage, if you want to refer any standard book, you can, but as being a mentor, my duty is to tell you the standard books too. Okay, so TB Bottomore 18 pages are well sufficient for the chapter first. Chapter second, sociology, the science. One of the most important, UPSC designed sociology syllabus with very beautifully and very holistically. How? The first, understand Anybody who is novice in this branch will understand that how sociology emerged. Then how sociology is as a science. It means the sociologist approach the scientific method. It means it is reliable. It means it has the hypothesis. It means it has the theory, generalization, cause and effect, validity. So it has the component of science. Sociology is as a science, and here we understand what are the branches of sociologists. Okay, the positivist branch and non-positivist, positivist branch and non-positivist. Okay, so sociology, the science, you can cover this topic from hard numbers. Okay, third thing is research method and analysis. Research method and analysis. In this chapter we understand that what are the research method, how the sociologists understand and give the hypothesis, give their theories, generalization. Okay, for example, if any sociologist who says poverty is a culture, I'm giving you an example. If any sociologist says poverty is a culture, do you hear this statement earlier? Poverty is a culture. Do you hear this statement earlier? Poverty is a culture. Anybody? Have you heard this statement? Poverty is a culture. Yes, Gracie.
Repeat it once again, ma'am. What is the first word?
This?
Say.
I'm saying poverty is a culture. Okay, have you heard poverty is a culture? This statement, have you heard? Okay, but in sociology, the sociologists argued that poverty is a culture. Why poverty is a culture? Sociologists observe the society. Here sociologists give hypothesis poverty is a culture by their observation method. And what they observe, the poor people are lethargic. The poor people have not skills. They don't want to do the work. They rely on the subsidy. They want the ration, the shelter in free of cost. Can you compare with this thing in India? The government is responsible for shelter the thing. Hai government is responsible for providing the free ration card. Hai the same thing. On the other hand, sociologist says this makes the poor people as a lazy, as lethargic, because they get everything in free of cost. But on the other hand, some sociologists says it is the duty of government, because government is in power. So the government have to take care about the poor people. Okay, is that clear? So research method and analysis is what the methodology is used by sociologists. Okay, so this is important topic, although many people they left this topic, but I will say please cover this because this is easiest one and you have no choice to leave any topic if you want to secure your 300 plus marks in optional paper. If you decided you want only 250 marks and 260, then okay, you can do by your choice. But if you want 300 plus, there is no choice to leave anything in the syllabus. And this topic is very easy, and you can score good. Okay, so this thing is covered by hard numbers. Okay. Now the fourth chapter is sociological thinker. Sociological thinker, which is one of the most important. Sociological thinker covers 50% of syllabus. It means whatever the long and lengthy classes will be go, that will be dedicated to the sociological thinker. And UPSC is very smart. UPSC will not ask any direct question from the thinker. If you expect direct question, no. The UPSC will ask the question in comparison manner. Okay, for example, you will get, if you see the previous year paper, you will get the question like, discuss the sociological perspective on religion. 20 marks, 300 words. This was the question in previous 5 or 6 time papers from 2013 to 2023. Discuss the sociological perspective on religion. So one need to understand what is the sociological perspective on religion by different sociologists. Like, what is the perspective of Karl Marx? Have you heard Karl Marx? What is the perspective of Emily Durkheim? What is the perspective of Max Weber? Perspective of religion by Talcott Parson, by Malinowski. Have you heard these thinkers? If not, the class will be very interesting. Okay, sociological thinker, UPSC says to cover only 6 thinkers, and I will cover 12 to 13 thinkers. Why I will cover 12 to 13 thinkers? Because UPSC, like in 2019, UPSC asked the question, discuss Gemeinschaft and Gesellschaft of Ferdinand Tönnies. And this thinker is not mentioned in the UPSC, but UPSC still asks the question. Okay, so whatever the important thinker I will cover 12 to 13 thinkers. Okay, but in UPSC syllabus only 6 thinkers are there, right? So what are the thinkers? What the thinkers we will cover? First is Auguste Comte, the father of sociology. Okay, French sociologist. Emily Durkheim. Sometimes people say that Emily Durkheim is the father of sociology because he established the first department of sociology in France. Okay, next, Herbert Spencer. Then Ferdinand Tönnies. Please write Ferdinand Tönnies. Herbert Spencer, Ferdinand Tönnies. Please write. Okay. Sociological thinker we will cover Auguste Comte, Emily Durkheim, Herbert Spencer, Ferdinand Tönnies, George Simmel. Yes. Okay. Please write. Done. Max Weber, George Simmel, Max Weber, Talcott Parson, Mead, Mill, R.K. Merton, Robert Dahrendorf, George Simmel, Max Weber, Talcott Parson, Mead, Mill, R.K. Merton. Now UPSC के syllabus, in the UPSC, Emily Durkheim is in UPSC syllabus. Okay, Emily Durkheim, Max Weber, Talcott Parson, Mead, Mill, Merton. Okay, Mead, Mill, Merton. So these are in the UPSC syllabus. We will cover more. So for one more, most important, that is Karl Marx. Karl Marx is also in the UPSC syllabus. Okay, so we will cover these thinkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I said 12 or 13 thinker, whatever comes in the newspaper and it seems to be important, then I will cover. Okay, so 12 thinker I will cover, but in UPSC syllabus only 6 thinkers are there, and whatever the 6 thinker, that I put the tick mark. Okay, so this actually thinker section is very important, and this covers your 120 marks, around 120 marks. I said the direct question of thinker will not come in your exam, but the comparative manner, analytical aspect, that will comes in your exam, which covers 120 marks. And whatever the next chapter, chapter number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that all are based on chapter number 4. So here, any student who understands sociology, learn about these thinkers, that what is the sociological perspective of these thinkers on the particular content like religion, family, institutions, caste, kinship. So you understand these things into this section. Okay, so for this section, yes, we know. Hanji? Nee, but that will not come in your UPSC. There are so many sociological thinkers, but we are doing which came in any previous year paper, which is very important, or which seems to be important, which comes in the future paper, that we will cover. Okay, for this George Ritzer. Yes. I wrote here short form mill. Yes. Okay. You can start to know the biography of the particular thinker from right now, from now onwards, I will say. Okay, so George Ritzer is the best book, and UPSC asks whatever the question from thinker section is only from this book, George Ritzer. Okay, you will get nothing out of George Ritzer. And if I say start the study George Ritzer, and you will understand, okay, today I will read Karl Marx, I will definitely give you written guarantee you will not understand single page. You will not understand. Why? Because George Ritzer is written in sociological terminology. Okay, so it means whenever you study, whenever you start answer writing, you must have to use sociological terminology. Sociological terminology. Right answer only in sociological terminology. If I'm saying capitalist, see, capitalist is general word, a simple word. But if I'm checking the sociology optional student, okay, although I had checked so many and number of papers, so if you wrote capitalist exploits worker class, it is not expected with you people. What is expectation is you write in the sociological term, and the sociological term is what? Bourgeois exploits proletariat. Understand? Bourgeois exploits proletariat. Bourgeois is capitalist. Proletariat is working class or labor class. Okay. So sociological terminology is most important. You have to use the sociological keywords. Then see, you will get the marks. Okay. If you write in a simple way, or if you write in a simple meaning this and that, so it's okay, but That will not like it is expected with the sociology optional student or aspirant. Okay, next thing, most important, without it you will not get marks in your answer writing. Please remember my words. Okay, write answers in sociological perspective. Right answer in sociological perspective only if there. If the question is not belong to the sociological perspective, then it's okay, you don't need to write. But it is expected with sociological optional student, you must have to write the answers in sociological perspective, which is very, very important. Guys, if you did not write these two things in your answer writing, you will not get 2 marks out of 10. And if you use these things into your answer writing, you will get 6 marks out of 10. 7 marks out of 10. A very excellent or rare answer. 7 out of 10. You understand? And once you try to read George Ridger, which is Ramcharitmanas of sociology. Harlumbus is Ramcharitmanas of sociology. When you try to understand this, I said, nah, you will not understand. Why? Because the complete book is written in the sociological term. That's why first I will explain, then you will refer the standard books. And then I am giving you guarantee, if you did not understand, comes to me and tell to me, yes, ma'am, we did not understand and I did not get the point. Then I am responsible. Okay. George Ridger, these two things are important. Okay. Because this optional is belongs to the answer writing. There is no MCQ. And now the 5th chapter is social stratification. Social stratification and mobility. Social stratification and mobility, which is most important and very cute chapter. Social stratification. Actually, in this chapter, social stratification, you will get the perspective of various thinkers. Evolutionary thinkers, functionalist thinker, interpretivist thinker, feminist. You will get the various perspective. And this chapter is the application of chapter 4. Okay, so social stratification, you will get the 20 marks question from this section, and mobility is also very important. You will get the 10 marks question, which is compulsory part. So 25, sometime, sorry, 25, I'm saying 30, sometime 40 marks of question comes from this particular chapter. And for this, Harlumbus is good. Harlumbus, blue wala book. Harlumbus. Okay, please write. Chapter 5, social stratification and mobility. Then chapter 6, work and economic life. This chapter will cover only in 2 days. Very small chapter, and only single question come from this chapter. What the single question come? Now you see. Sometime the question asked like sociological perspective of work. Sometime in the previous year paper, 2023 or 2022, it was a question, discuss the sociological perspective of informal economy or informal organization. Okay, so it was the question of 20 marks. Only one question is came from this chapter, Harlumbus. Harlumbus, one question. So this chapter is sometime 20 or sometime 30 marks. Sometime 20, sometime 30 marks. Okay, right? Please write. Done? Chapter number 7. Chapter number 7. Politics and society. Politics and society. One of the important chapter. This chapter covers 30 to 50 marks. 30 to 50 marks, politics and society. What kind of question come from this section? Like discuss the Max Weber's bureaucracy or the bureaucracy hierarchy of organization. What do you understand by the politics with sociological perspective, and what are the types of this? Okay, sometimes this kind of question asked. Okay, so we will cover with this thing from Harlambus, IGNOU. Okay, 8th is religion and society. It is still important. Religion and society is important. I said na, there was 20 number of question asked. So discuss the sociological perspective on religion. So we have to discuss with the what the Emily Durkee, Max Weber, Talcott Parson, Malinowski, Karl Marx says. It means we have to mention evolutionary, functionalist, interpretivist. Now I think you did not understand what madam is saying, है ना? You did not understand what is the functionalist, interpretivist. I will explain. Okay. Religion and society, again 30 to 50 marks. Harlambus, and yes, some section of religion is good in the IGNOU, BMA. Okay. 9th chapter is system of kinship. System of kinship. This section is very, very beautiful chapter, and it is very shortest chapter. Kinship means family. We understand types of marriage, type of family, characteristics of family, characteristics of kinship, and what is the joint family, nuclear family, sociological perspective of family, sociological perspective of kinship. We will understand this thing. This covers again 30 to 50 marks in your paper. And system of kinship we will do from Harlambus plus IGNOU. Yes, some section is very beautifully written in IGNOU paper, IGNOU BA or MA. Okay, so MA IGNOU is good here. BA IGNOU is okay for the paper second. Okay, but MA IGNOU is good for the paper first. Harlambus and IGNOU. George Ridger is only good for the paper first. Sociological thinker. Okay. Next, last chapter is social change and society. Social change. So this chapter is very, very important. Social change. That this is actually the important thing, that the sociologists try to understand the context of society, that how society change, what is the pattern of society, understand the social institution, how social change emerge, and then sociologist gives their perspective. Okay, so social change and society comes sometime 50 to 70 marks. See, if I'm saying 50 to 70, it varies. Okay, we will do it from her number. Okay, any question? Any question? Now you understand what is the syllabus, huh? And if you want to write the answer writing, first you understand the syllabus. Second thing is previous year paper, 10 to 15 years previous year paper is well sufficient. Okay, answer writing, very important. Without answer writing, there is no meaning of coverage of optional. No meaning, completely no meaning. Okay, answer writing is important. And how you do answer writing? So 99% coverage of syllabus is important. Content understanding is important. Context is important. Okay, use of sociological term, use of sociological perspective. That's all. That's all. Okay. So the chapter first is
sorry to manage it.
Hmm.
Then you can take up to 740 today.
740.
Because it's up to you. If it's schedule allows, it's okay. Otherwise, you can continue.
Actually, I have a class of Indian polity at 8 p.m.
No problem.
Actually, it's a first class, so there was some misunderstanding. I thought the link will come, but there was some misunderstanding. Sociology, the discipline. Sociology, the discipline. Okay. So the first topic is modernity. Please write. Please write. Modernity, social change in Europe, and emergence of sociology. This is topic. Okay. Please write. This is first topic. Sociology, the discipline, chapter first, paper first. We will cover paper first. At first. Okay, please write. First topic is modernity, social change, Europe, in Europe, and emergence of sociology. Then let me start. Done? Great. So now we start the class. Actually, at this time, class is start. What is the meaning of sociology? What do you understand by sociology? Have earlier the society was existed, or the human mind is very much curious that how the social institution in the society exists? Marriage, family, kinship, caste, religion, education, it is universal. It is pervasive in every society. Agree or not? So human mind thinks, is it the pattern of society? Is it essential for the social system? Or it is only in India or US or any other country, or it is in every country? Okay. So human mind is always curious about the question of society and social institution. But once we are talking about the sociology, that what is sociology and why sociology become a subject. Actually, this is the new subject. Congratulations. You all are listening the Western subject. Okay, the birth of sociology is emerged in Europe during the 18th century, and it is the Western subject. Indian society, Indian sociologists are actually, I'm not saying that they are in a competitive level of Western scholars, but yes, they are very far behind. But the Western scholars, they are very much curious. I think you heard Montesquieu, Rousseau, Voltaire, Auguste Comte, huh? You heard, apart from this sociology, you heard these kind of enlightenment thinkers or intellectuals, huh? Montesquieu, Rousseau, है? So actually what happened? The society was existed during the dark age. The society was existing during the pre-modernity time, and it also exists in the modernity time, and again in the post-modernist. But if I'm talking about the sociology is actually come up with a subject which is understood by the intellectuals, that we need to understand the society, the pattern of society, the context of social institution and society in a scientific way. Why it need to understand the society in a scientific way? Because I think you heard The exploitation is the mother of revolution. It's a very good idiom. Exploitation is the mother of revolution. The story starts with the dark age. Dark age. Okay, first I will understand, then I will write all the things. Please, you need not write anything. Please try to understand what I am saying, what I want to understand you. I will write everything. Okay. We start the story from the dark age. The question is, what is the dark age? The time period of dark age is from 5th century to 15th century. 5th century to 15th century. What is the dark age? Would the society exist during the dark age? Yes, society exists. Society was exist even in the primitive time. Yes, society exists. But the function, the social structure, organization of society changed time to time. That is why it is called as revolution. Okay, so dark age start from 5th century to 15th century. What is the dark age? Why the time period of dark age of Europe is called as dark society? Why it is saying so? The dark age in Europe is referred because the society was gripped with multiple social evils. Very orthodox thinking, superstitious thinking, no education, no literary work, no architectural work, and the people are living with a fear. For example, if there is a heavy rainfall, the people try to pray the rain god, Indra Devta. If people are suffered with the water, then they try to pray Indra Devta or the Pavan Devta, and there are so many Devi Devtas during the time because the human beings are very scared, very fear due to the supernatural power, due to the no literary work, no education, no awareness, and that is why there was no literary work means no intellectual and no enlightenment was there. And that is why the period of 5th century to 15th century in the Europe was referred as a dark age. Complete monarchy system, complete exploitation system, no literature, no education, no awareness, no architectural work, nothing. And the people are scared. The people believed in supernatural powers. Okay. Then 15th century to 16th century. This period is called as pre-modernist. Pre-modernist. Now you say, man, 15th to 16th century pre-modernist. See, this is the time of social change. Ibn Khaldun was the first person in 14th century who was called as philosopher, sociologist, and economist who done several literary work to understand the society, to understand the economic life, to understand the politics of the society. Pre-modernist era is actually belongs to the agricultural work. Agricultural economy dominate here. Okay, agricultural revolution happened here. So the people in the society are living in which is called as a simple society. The main economic work was agriculture, and people were very simple, no education, family bonding was very strong. Okay, kinship bonding was very deeper. There was a division of labor. Division of labor means, division of labor is a sociological term. What is the meaning of division of labor? It means the work is divided between men and women. The women is responsible for nurture the child, childbearing, or take care of family. What we expect, you are a girl, so you have to take care of your home. We all understand this. You are a girl, you have to take care of your home, you are responsible for reproduction system, you have to nurture the child, you have to take care of child, है ना? So women is not seems to be work in the outside of their home. It was the simple society, but the man is responsible for outside work and take care of home, है ना? So the thing was happened, the society was doing the division of work during this time. So 15th or 16th century was the era of pre-modernist era, where the economy was based on agriculture. Okay, and the society was very simple. Society was very simple. Nothing fancy, nothing complex. The people lived together, bonding was very great, everything is good. Okay, now what after 16th century? 16th century to 19th century, 19th century or 20th century, or you can say 1600 to 1950. This was the era which is called as modernity era, which is in our syllabus. This era is called as modernity era. The modernity means modernization, or it is happening in Europe after the monarchy system. The exploitation of monarchy was at its extremes, and ultimately French Revolution was happened in 1799. Industrial Revolution was happened. Okay, these two revolution was responsible for social, economic, political, psychological change in the Europe, and hence modernity begins. Okay, 1950 to till date, 1950 to till date, this era is called as post-modernist. Post-modernist. Okay, so sometime in our concept we will write post-modernist perspective. Sometime we write as per modernist perspective. Okay, so you understand, if I am saying post-modernist, what is the mean? After 1950. Okay, if I am saying modernity, it means 1600 to 1950. Okay, so please write, please, okay, understand, yes or not? Okay, fine. So you understand the dark age, 5 to 15th century, pre-modernist 15th century to 16th century, 1600 to 1950, modernity 1950 to till date, post-modernist. Okay, so now my question is, what is the sociology? Please, what do you understand by the sociology? Yes, what do you understand by the sociology?
Excuse me, ma'am. Around 5 minutes, I could not get it.
Huh?
Was it a technical problem from my side or from?
Hello, Vinu, Pinky, Sachin, Ankita, would you get my voice video?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody gets. There is no technical error from my side. You get the video. Gracie, now you get the video.
Now I got me. Around 5 minutes, can you please bring?
Okay. Okay, I will repeat, but please don't write anything. I will write everything. Okay. So first I am talking about dark age. What is the dark age? Dark age is 5 to 15th century period is the dark age. Dark age means the period when the people have no education, when no awareness, when there were multiple social evils, when people were suffered with superstitious and orthodox thinking, when the people are living in scare of supernatural power, like heavy rainfall. They scared the rain god is hostile, and that is why we are suffering. So they pray the rain god, they pray the earth god, they pray the sun god. So multiple god and goddess were existed there because the human beings were scared. They fear because they have no education, no architectural work. Okay. Next is 15th century to 16th century. The era was called as pre-modernist era, when the people are living in the simple society. The people are living in the simple society, and the economy was based on agriculture. In this type of society, the people believe in the religion. The people have very simple thinking. Division of labor was there. The work was divided between men and women, and all are living in harmony. Harmony means kinship bond are very strong. Joint families was there. Okay, you understand? Next is modernity. 16th century to 19th century, or the early 20th century, the time period is called as modernity. And now the question is modernity. I will explain. Okay. But you understand, modernity means, when the words come modernity, it means technological innovation. Technological innovation. Obviously, industrious society. You know, everyone is individual, live to prefer their privacy, but the kinship bonds are become to be weaker and weaker. The poorer get poorer, the richer gets more richer. Yes, modernity. And after the modernity, 1950 to till date, it is the postmodernist era. Okay. Postmodernist era means digital revolution plus feminism era. Women empowerment is okay, but feminism era. In the postmodernist, the society has been changed a lot. Today, sologamy, you hear the word sologamy? When a woman, MP women, she got married by herself. अपने आप से शादी. Okay, sologamy. There is no partner. You are your own partner. So this thing is happened in postmodernist era. Okay. The gay lesbian marriage. Individualism. Totally nuclear family. Virtual families. Virtual marriages are preferred in this time. Obviously, kinship bonds are very, very weaker. Okay. So this is the era. Now I am saying about what is the sociology. The term sociology comes with the socius plus logi. Socius means the community. Community, it's a Latin or Greek word, and logi is the study of, so we can say study of community, or we can say the sociology is the study of, scientific study of, not only the study, but the scientific study of society and social institution. Society and social institution. Do you know what is the social institution? The social institution means the institution which is essential for the keeping up of society in a normal manner. For example, marriage. Marriage is essential. You live anywhere in this earth planet, the marriage is essential. Either you are tribal, you are in Australia, India, Canada, US, everywhere, every society, marriage is essential. Religion is essential. Education is essential. Casteism in every society, although in the Western society they were suffered with the casteism. Okay, casteism is not only a new concept for the Western, or you say it's existed in India only. No, casteism is everywhere, everywhere. So with this social change, with this social dynamism, the sociologist, the intellectual, they thought, why these changes happen? What is the pattern of society? So one must need to understand the pattern of society, context of society, social institution in a proper scientific way, and this proper scientific way is done by the subject sociology. And that is why the sociologist, the enlightenment, intellectual, or the people who studies the scientific study of society and social study, they gives their perspective. Perspective means, for example, I am social thinker. I observe or I research the particular social institution. Then I give my own opinion. Not opinion should be my own, but the opinion is based on my observation. But the opinion is based on my data collection. But the opinion is based on by my following of any research method. Okay, so this is how the social thinker gives their perspective. So my dear, you cannot use your own thinking in the paper. You must have to use sociological perspective in your paper. So please write. Okay, shall we start writing something? What is the sociology? Then we move towards the modernity. Okay, so we start sociology first. Okay, I will write everything. Why I am not dictating? Because it's an online class. In online class, sometime voice is fluctuating, sometime video is fluctuating. So I don't want any student miss anything. So that's why, as you are writing, I'm also doing the equal hard work like you. Okay, so first write sociology. Okay, the word sociology, the word sociology comes up with the mixture of Latin and Greek words socius plus logi. Which means the study of community. Which means the study of community. Done? The word sociology comes up with the mixture of Latin and Greek word socius plus logi, which means the study of community. Sociology is the scientific study of society and social institution. Society and social institution. Social institution, example, marriage, family, religion, education, caste, kinship, etc. Caste, kinship, etc. Done. Caste, kinship, etc. First sociologist was Ibn Khaldun during 14th century. During 14th century, understand the pattern of social change and context of social institutions. Please write. Done. Sociologist like Montesquieu, Rousseau, Voltaire, Comte, Saint-Simon, Spencer, etc. First, understand society dynamism. First, understand society dynamism with their intellectual understanding. With their intellectual understanding. One more thing, writing is understandable, na? Writing is understandable. Hai na? I'm speaking because if someone did not understand, you can ask the question. You can ask whatever I am writing if you did not understand, okay? Please write. Sociologists like Montesquieu, Rousseau, Voltaire, Auguste Comte, Saint-Simon, Spencer, etc. They first understand the society dynamism in their intellectual understanding. Then the birth of sociology. The birth of sociology happened in Europe during 18th century. During 18th century, Saint-Simon and some people, Saint-Simon and some people called Auguste Comte as the father of sociology. As the father of sociology. Important point. You understand who is the father of sociology? Saint-Simon and Auguste Comte. Some people say Saint-Simon. Actually, Saint-Simon, Auguste Comte worked under the Saint-Simon. But the thinking level of Saint-Simon and Auguste Comte was very opposite. Whatever the work done by the Auguste Comte, that will be in the name of Saint-Simon, because Saint-Simon was the professor and Auguste Comte, he was the associate helper, you can say, not a professor but associate researcher. Yes, associate researcher is the good word. So Auguste Comte worked under the Saint-Simon, and when the Saint-Simon died, Then Auguste Comte done all the work, all the publication of their 6 volumes into his own name. But whatever the work done by the Auguste Comte, earlier Saint Simon's death, it was dedicated to the Saint Simon. That is why some people say Saint Simon is father of sociology. But some people who actually understand the sociology, they says no, Auguste Comte is father of sociology. Okay, you must ask the question to me, madam, why their thinking are two in opposite direction, and what is the thinking actually? Anna, that must be a question. What is their thinking that becomes make them as a father of sociology? So actually, see, if we are talking about the sociology, sociology actually gives the picture of society. Whatever the picture of society, sociologists give their hypothesis. I said the word hypothesis. What is the meaning of hypothesis? Hypothesis is their theory or their prediction when they understand the society by earlier work or by website or by some other works. Means after the research work they give their theory is actually called as hypothesis. Okay, so you understand the word hypothesis, huh? So sociologists give hypothesis on the basis of their research, Anna. But what the Saint Simon does, Saint Simon wants the solution of societal problem. Arey bhaiya, how you can give the solution of societal problem? Society itself is very complex. Understanding of society is even complex than human body. Anna, society is very complex. Once you say, okay, the society is like this, on the next time you see, society changes. So society is very complex. Anna, and what kind of solution you are providing for the societal problem? Okay, if I am asking to you, after becoming of an IAS officer, can you eradicate the poverty from India? Huh? Can you eradicate the poverty from India? I'm asking to you, can you eradicate the poverty of India? Obviously no. So Saint Simon was focused on the solution of societal problem, whereas Auguste Comte, he dedicated his study on what the actual picture of society. So you says, who should be the father of sociology? The one who is looking for the solution, or the another who is providing the actual picture of society and social change or the pattern of society? Batao. Tell. Obviously. That's why we are saying Auguste Comte is the father of sociologists. Actually, these are the very deep meanings. Many students, they did not understand why some people says the Saint Simon as the father of sociology and why some Auguste Comte. But now you understand. Huh? It's written in a one line in Ridger. Whatever I am asking, saying Saint Simon and Auguste Comte. Okay, I think you written all these things. Huh? Saint Simon and some people called Auguste Comte as the father of sociology. Huh? One more thing. Emily Durkheim. Emily Durkheim. Durkheim established first. Okay, after study this sociology, now if you are interested to go and move forward for sociology, then you have the very wide scope in Western society, like in France, in Germany, in USA. Okay, and you will get a very good pay. You can become as an associate researcher or a professor, because as compared to India, the Western are very fascinating and very give value to the sociologist. True. So Emily Durkheim established the first department of sociology in France. Okay. That's why some people says Durkheim is the father of positivist sociology. Okay, in the second chapter I will tell you the branches of sociology. Okay, positivist and non-positivist I will tell you later. Okay, but write this like positivist sociology. Then after, okay, you have written the main point sociology. Now age, dark age 5 to 15th century. Dark age means multiple social evils superstitious and orthodoxy nature. People fear from supernatural. Okay, no literary work, no education, no awareness. No architectural work, no awareness. Okay, so this is the meaning of dark age. Written. Done. Okay. Second age is pre-modernist age. 15th century to 16th century. Pre-modernist age, society was simple. Economy based on agriculture. Kinship bond was stronger. Economy based on agriculture. Society was simple. Okay. Okay, division of work. This is sociological term, division of work. That's all. And that meaning you understand, means work is divided between men and women. You need not to write this thing into your paper or your copy. Okay, division of work, you understand. The male is responsible for earning, for outside work. The male means muscles power. The female is responsible for take care of home, the nourishment of child, reproduction of child. That's all. Okay, that was the society. Third is modernist society. Modernist society, 16th century to 19th century or beginning of 20th century, है ना? Modern society, technological innovation, industrious society, economy based on industry. Okay, here the classes are divided into two types, bourgeois and proletariat. Birth of Karl Marx during the modernity era. Okay, and kinship bond weaker. Okay, now the division of labor is not only male and female. The women is also doing the work like the male. Now the women produces the child as well as they are supporting their husband in the economic work, है ना? So kinship bond gets stronger. Sorry, gets weaker. Gets weaker. ठीक है? Women also do same work as men. Same work as men. Okay? So modernist society is third. Done? Done? Okay. Fourth is post-modernist. Now you understand, if I am saying as per postmodernist sociologist, you will not ask to me, madam, what is the meaning of postmodernist? Now you understand, huh? 1950 to till postmodernist. More individualism, preference to privacy, change in structure, change in structure and hierarchy of family. Okay, means nuclear family. The people are not very much keen to stay with their mother fathers like this, huh? Marriage structure has been changed. Sologamy, gay marriage, lesbian marriage, they are the modern concept. Now the people want it should be legal, but in India the Supreme Court do not keen to make it legal because it abrogate or it put the anomy in the society. Anomy means hostility in the society because it is not good for the society. Okay, but now in the other hand there is a question of privacy, fundamental rights, individual rights, more power to individuals. So these are the some term which is oftenly used in the newspaper, and that is why in Indian constitution our Supreme Court has given the widest power to Article 21, the right to life. Whatever the situation comes in the society, the Supreme Court says okay, comes into Article 21, like right to privacy is your fundamental right. Earlier it was not, okay. So more individual, technology, digital revolution, okay, digital revolution. Okay, so in today's class you understand the syllabus. Second thing, what is important in sociology optional. Third is answer writing importance. Fourth is we understand what is the sociology and what are the age in the sociology. Okay, you understand dark age, pre-modernist, modernist, post-modernist. Okay, now in tomorrow's class I will first explain you the thinker. Thinker means German, French, Indian, USA, Britain thinker. Then I will explain the what is modernity. Okay, so shall I leave the class and good night? Please give the feedback how you like and supposed to be this class. Please give me the feedback. Okay, thank you.